Hello gamers, this is Flamin' Gaming 7 and my dog Roxy. Hey Roxy, come on. Yep, usually the animal cameo doesn't happen until a bit later in the video, but we're just getting it out of the way first thing. Welcome to the 2025 room tour. Oh, Roxy, don't flop over and make me give you belly rubs. No, I'm trying to do my intro. I can't do my intro if I'm rubbing your belly. We'll just do our intro like this while I'm rubbing her belly. Then it's gonna look really weird for you because you can't see me rubbing her belly. But this is a yearly tradition where I take you around my room, show you all the cool things I've added to it over the past year, tell you some fun stories about it, and of course, get some animal cameos in there. It's the best video for animal cameos, and we've already gotten ours for this year. I may have forgotten about him last year, but Waldo is going to be somewhere in this year's room tour video. He's just a little cardboard cutout that you can find hidden somewhere throughout the room, so keep an eye out for him. Last year, well I guess 2 years ago, we made some big plans for the room, not all of which came to fruition in 2024, but this year they have all happened, and it's gonna result in what I think is the coolest part of my room we've ever seen in any room tours. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before anything, the most important thing to do is to get a good look at Roxy the dog here. Every year we get a new animal cameoing in the room tour, and I don't force it to happen. It's always just a coincidence. But dogs aside, the bookshelf has come to fruition. Yes, I have an actual bookshelf for all of my books now. And oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. There's obviously a bunch of stuff above it as well, but in terms of books, they're all organized by genre, which I couldn't really do because they used to be in those cubbies over there. But now on an actual shelf, I can organize them by genre, which I absolutely love. And we've got little like labelers. These are held up by Lego pieces. Got little labelers to label the different genres. We've got romance, slice of life, villainous. I have made villainous its entire own genre. From I'm in love with a villainous to my next life is a villainous. I kind of like this genre of book. We've got a lot of battle shonens, still looking to get rid of the second half of Demon Slayer somehow, so if anyone's interested in that, hit me up. And then a few fantasy books, and the one non-manga I have that isn't in the top shelf here, because the top shelf here is kind of for stuff that I got, like, not within the last 5 years. I love this. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted, but Roxy's literally just sitting next to me. I've just got my arm around her while I'm recording. This is great. But yeah, up here, these are yearbooks that I turned around so that you don't know which high school and middle school I went to. If you hear a sound in the background, that's Roxy trying to lick my face. She's not supposed to do that. Don't do that, Roxy. Don't do that. Yeah, you see this dog here? You see this dog here? She's trying to lick my face. You can't do that. No, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. This is very simultaneously awkward, but also very comfortable. Just don't lick my face. No, Roxy, no face licking. Just pet some kisses and hugs. Oh, and falling over. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. I talked about it last year, but I'm hoping to expand the non-manga section over time because I do want to try reading some books besides manga. I can check some out from my school's library. We'll see when I actually get around to doing that. And then up here, we have moved a bunch of anime figures up here, as well as gotten a couple new ones. These are gifts from my parents when they went to Vegas. They got these from, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like this really big deal secondhand store that has like this big TV show that made it a famous place. And so we've got, look at this setup here. We've got Gear 2, 4, and 5 Luffy. I got all 4 of these from a local Comic-Con I went to last May. It was a really, really cool Comic-Con, really cool artist, loved it there. And then we've got a bunch of figures that you've seen time and time again. Last year I had one of these as well as a similar one of Harry Potter, but I got those like 5-6 years ago, back when I didn't really know what I liked. So I got rid of the Harry Potter one because I don't really watch Harry Potter. And the Mario one I'm keeping. I wouldn't have bought it if I saw it today, but I already have it, and it is cool, so I may as well keep it. Unfortunately, Roxy is staring at the door. I think she unfortunately wants out, so bye, Roxy. Bye, thanks for stopping by. And I guess this is the other side of the door to outside if you haven't seen it. Cool sign I made. Cool sign I got a while ago. What do you want? Do you want to leave? I mean, you could stay if you want. Okay, bye. Bye, Roxy. And then we've got this I got from another Comic-Con, GalaxyCon in Raleigh over the summer? I think I went to this over the summer. But yeah, here's another look at the whole bookshelf setup with the prints and the figures. This is the best part of my room that has ever existed. Oh yeah, and I didn't even point out the Lego book stops. I am very surprised, but these are very effective in being bookstops. I was not expecting them to, but they are, and they've got little designs on the side. You've got plants here, dots up there, got a bunch of minifigures doing various things. And again, very effective. I might need to like make a tutorial for these. I love them. I love how I've incorporated Lego as actual function to hold up the genres, the genre labels, and the book stops. I love just the way it all came together. And I think this year, just like last year, there's actually less manga here than there was last year. But to be fair, it's because some of that is at my college dorm right now. So not all the mangas I have are here. And if you're wondering what my college dorm looks like, I will be making a dorm tour at the end of the semester. So look forward to that. Moving on from the bookshelf area, we have this little mini closet zone, which has pretty much completely changed since last year. We've got the fossils up here that have gone back and forth between the Lego room and out on this bookshelf. This is not a bookshelf. What is this? This is a dresser. I'm so smart. It's gone between a lot of places, and this is where it's at right now, along with the chessboard, Statue of Liberty, few others, trinkets. I have a lot less little trinkets. You'll see it more in some other places of the room tour compared to last year's as well. I have a lot less random little trinkets than I used to, because I just didn't need them. I just collected them over the years, and I got rid of a lot of them because they just really weren't necessary. I built these little stands for my brick heads, which I think are so cute. I think it adds a lot to them. Super fun. And nothing else particularly interesting over here. Now, if we move over here, the botanical section, pretty much the same as last year, just with the addition of whatever flower this is. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, but it is certainly a flower. We've still got the Minecraft Fate and Phil Swift posters up here. Limited edition 1 of 500. Let's go, Phil Swift fans, for the win. I like to call us Swifties, but with a PH instead of an F. We have a couple. You remember I've mentioned this a couple times before. I have this Christmas tree that I got at a yard sale like ages ago, and I finally built it. So this has just been sitting in a Ziploc bag in my Lego room in a drawer for a few years now, and I finally built it, and I feel good about that. Fun little Christmas decoration, as is the Nutcracker. These will both be going up soon, but I wanted to leave them up for a little longer, because I don't believe in taking Christmas decorations down before the year even ends. I like to leave them up a bit through January. And then the Bowser, the giant mighty Bowser, that set is new. Piranha Plant and Question Block have been moved over here for an epic Mario display. I'm hoping to put something in front of this, like maybe a world map, because I love Mario world maps. I think they're the coolest thing. I would love to build something like that there. I'd love to add like a star in Bowser's hand or something, because it looks like he's like, wahaha, you can never beat me now that I have the power of the Power Star. It sounds stupid when you say the word power twice, but I do think it looks like he's holding something here, and I would love to add that in. And I almost forgot to mention, I've had this for a while now, but I don't think I've ever shown it. I have some LED lights in this little closet here. So if I get the remote, boom. I said boom. I said boom. I said boom. There we go. It boomed. It went green. And now boom. And now boom. I said but. Okay, well, look, it's hard to look at my phone to make sure I'm capturing everything correctly and aim the remote properly when the remote's in front of my face. It's hard, okay? It's harder than it seems. Or maybe I just have a skill issue, who knows? Over in the desk area, not much has changed other than the moving of the One Piece folders over here. I wasn't sure if I should say poster or folder, because I'm using them as if they're posters, but they are folders that can hold stuff, but that's not what I use them for. I just use them because I just have them up here because they look super cool. And then I changed the design of this Lego stuff holder, not only to look a little different, not necessarily better, just I wanted to mix it up. I think both the previous and current iterations look great, but also it holds more useful stuff now rather than stuff I don't really use. It's holding like, you know, a pencil and a pen, my fidget cube, I think it already held that to be fair, a Lego remover because you never know when I'll need one of those. It's a lot more efficient now. I think a little Lego desk holder like this is a great addition. It's just a fun way to organize. I also now have this little table over here. This table takes the purpose of what I was frankly using the giant telescope box that was here last year for. I just put stuff on it that I'm currently working on or that I kind of want to have out but not cluttering up my desk. This came in earlier today. I do not usually have a Lego magazine sitting here. We have a few books, this is my just life notebook where I just write whatever I want in it. Kind of a diary, journal / planner, lots of different things. Japanese notebook,
book notebook. And then these are 2. Book notebook probably sounds, okay, I should probably explain a little more. Basically, it's where I write down reviews of all the books I read. And then we have 2 volumes of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, because those are the books I put my phone recording stand on to record Let's Play videos, because they're just the perfect height so that it lines up well with my Switch. And then we have my new microphone, which I got as a graduation gift. I had an old one here that wasn't great. It was just a hand-me-down. This is a brand new one, got for graduation. It's been working out really well. I think it's a big improvement. And then speaking of improvements, I've always told myself for like several years at this point that I'd changed the design of the Lego stand, because you've seen it before potentially, and it was very bland and boring. But now, I mean, it's wonky and weird and chaotic, but I think it's fun. It's got a lot of colors and whatnot, and it still works just as well. And then we've also got Cinder and Kyoko here because I don't know where else to put them. I decided I didn't want them on my bed anymore, partially because Roxy is gonna, I don't even know if I said her name. I probably did, but if I didn't, now I am. Roxy is the dog who was in here earlier. And to give you an idea of what she's like, she got a couple toys for Christmas, and one of them had its arm ripped off within 5 minutes and went into the trash 24 hours later. That is not an exaggeration. She tears stuff up, and this is why we usually don't buy her toys. So definitely not going to get any more plushies in the future. It was good to try them, but now I know that I'm not big on them. But they're still pretty cute, and can't complain about having them sitting here. I mentioned the telescope that was here last year. It has been sold. It was never opened. Turns out the whole space thing was just a phase. Whoopsie. Instead, we have a box with a blanket in it, which may look like a bit of an eyesore and messy, and like, why is that there? The reason this is here, there's a funny story behind this. When I was getting ready to go off to college over the summer, I had to, buy a bunch of things to prepare for living on my own in the dorms, including a hamper, and it was a blanket and or a pillow. And to store them temporarily, I just put the hamper over here and I put all the stuff in it, and then on top I put the blanket or the pillow or whatever it was. I don't remember. And Zoe decided, usually when Zoe's in my room, she either just hides under the bed. You've seen her there before 2 years ago, I believe, in the 23 room tour. She either hides under the bed or she just runs away within like 5 minutes. But she actually really liked laying down on this thing over here, which made me happy because Zoe's very skittish, very terrified of everyone. So her laying down and being comfortable in my room, that makes me very happy to see, even if it does involve her hiding by herself in a box in a dark corner. And so when I, of course, had to take that stuff over to college, I got a box with a blanket in it to do pretty much the same thing that the hamper with the blanket / pillow did. And it's been working out well. Rachel also likes to lay in here sometimes, so I'm glad the cats are liking it. Over here at my nightstand, not much has changed besides me just putting the book I'm currently reading here. I say book I'm currently reading, mainly right now I'm reading Your Throne, the webtoon, on my phone, but occasionally I do pick this book up, and it will be my main focus after I finish Your Throne, which is going to be a while, but when that happens, I'll really lock in on that book. It's good so far. Love a good villainous book, as I mentioned. And also, there's just less trinkets here than there was last year, because I just wanted to get rid of some of those. I didn't need so many. You'll also notice that every year, my little cardboard cutout Dokis from Doki Doki Literature Club, they have gotten beaten up, and one of them was totally lost and had to be replaced with a sticker on a piece of cardboard. And finally, Yuri is the only one left, and she's over here instead of over on my dresser where they used to be, because I don't remember exactly what happened. One of them was lost, maybe. A couple of them were torn up. I don't know. I was tired of all the nonsense, so I just got rid of the other three, kept my favorite Yuri, and now she's over here. Hasn't been messed with by a cat in a while, which I'm very happy about. Hopefully she stays safe over here. We've got the same JoJo, My Hero, Fairy Tail Mario, and Dragon Ball posters on the wall as we're used to. The same cat tower. Everything up above my, like in the top of my closet, is pretty much the same, except I've just put Deku in a box up here. I think he's still on eBay. If someone wants this figure in the box, I mean, it's been opened before, but it's still in the original box. Buy it, please. I don't know how much it is, but it's like $15, I think. I'll give it to you for 10. 5? I don't need this anymore. It's not a very good figure though. Got a little Lego Dimensions display up here, same as usual. That game was great. One of these days I'll probably come back to it, but for now, still looks cool up here. A couple of random things, a couple of drafting class projects, and not many clothes hung up because I don't really hang my clothes up. I almost forgot until I saw it just now. This is my graduation cap because yeah, I graduated. That was cool, I guess.
But look at these donuts and this straw hat. That's way cooler. Did some rearranging of things over here. I don't think there's much new. I think it's mostly just rearranged. I got this for Christmas. I didn't ask for it. I just got it. But you know what? It's cool and fun. Got a few anime figures over here that unfortunately did not fit on the shelf. Really, it's just some rearranging of things. Games down here. A few things shoved in the corner there. The Phil Swift shrine down here, of course. Some of the products did have to go over to my dorm because I mean, I'm not going to go to college without Flex products. So it's a bit smaller over here, but trust me, it's just because I'm spreading the great word of Phil Swift elsewhere. All this giant pillow is just something for me to like lay on and read a book or whatever, so I can easily prop myself up while laying on my bed. I'm bringing this to my dorm, but it was a Christmas present and it's just here for now. And then the final thing we're going to look at today is this cute little Japan display that I have made. I got this set while I was in Raleigh over the summer, and the Tokyo set I've had for a while, and then everything else in here I got in Japan, and I just think it's a great little display here with some functional things in the back in their boxes, all the yen. This is one of each Japanese yen, some really great looking Lego sets. I love this little display. And I hope to make more similar things in these little cubby holes in the future, potentially. Right now, we've got, my games, Flex products. I guess technically this can count as a little display, and then the Japan one. I'd love to make more similar displays in the future. And that is going to be it for this year's room tour. Believe it or not, when I was thinking about it beforehand, I didn't think a lot had changed, but then I rewatched last year's and I was like, oh, no, there's a lot of things that have changed, most notably the bookshelf, but a bunch of other things too. I think the room is looking great right now. I love that I've decluttered it a bit. I'll probably do even more of that within the next year. I have no idea what's gonna happen next year for the room. You'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I mean, maybe I'll get to building this Mario display in front of here. Otherwise, I don't have any particular plans, so who knows? It could just be a simple little update next year, or it could be some more big changes like this. For now, gamers, this has been Flamin' Gamin' 7. Make sure to like and subscribe, and remember, kids, eat your green vegetables.